I'm Rabbi Kate Speizer, and I'm casting a blog to you titled The Sacred Surprises of Virtual Worship. My teacher, Rabbi Richard Levy of blessed memory, taught that when something is sacred, it has been set apart. The Sabbath, for example, is sacred because it is set apart from the busyness of the creating we do during the work week. The Hebrew word for sacred is kadosh. The same root letters are used in the Hebrew word for marriage, kiddushin. In the act of marriage, what is it that we set apart and make sacred? The one we love, the one who is like no other in our orbit. Through this lens of understanding sacredness, it follows that we must be actively engaged with time, space, or the other for it to be sacred. It is through our various senses that we become aware of the differentiation between the ordinary and the holy. It is now February of 2021 as I reflect upon what it means for something, someplace, or someone to be sacred. Next month marks 1 year since COVID shut things down here in Seattle. Soon it will be a full 12 months since we've gathered in our, quote, sacred spaces at Temple de Hirsch, Sinai. Does that mean we've stopped worshiping together as we celebrate the Sabbath each week? Does this mean weddings have ceased? Has the pandemic prevented us from experiencing the sacred? Absolutely not. When we quickly turned to technology, we wanted to see if we might worship together from our homes. We didn't know what to expect, but jumped into the possibilities, hoping for the best. These many months later, the physically distanced connection among congregants has created more sacred moments than likely would have taken place if we'd all been together under one roof. The result has been an expansion in where and how our community experiences kadosh, the sacred. Congregants are able to include more loved ones in their life cycle events who previously wouldn't have been able to. They would have been excluded because of prohibitive travel or health measures that prevent them from being in a crowd. We have congregants who had moved away from Seattle able to reconnect with us for prayer, study, celebration, and loss. Practical matters like traffic, meetings, wardrobe expectations, or perhaps an introvert's embrace of solitude and less social interaction are no longer stumbling blocks to participation. This has brought me to a place where I at once feel myself longing for our return to gather in the Seattle Chapel, our Bellevue Sanctuary, the fields of Luther Burbank Park, while also wanting to preserve the possibility for more sacred surprises like the ones we've created together in 2020. I pray that we emerge from this time remembering that sacredness awaits us beyond particular places or appointed times.